Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and yes, of course, as the title says, we are reviewing a soundbar. But before that, the existence of the category is of course questioned by the fact that since TVs got slimmer, the biggest compromise came in the sound quality. Now, of course, we have seen some TVs come with some great sound output. We've seen a bunch of Sony TVs, LG's come up with their Dolby Atmos powered speakers on their TVs, but of course those TVs cost upwards of 2 and 3 lakh rupees. Now if you're someone that's invested in a TV, let's say between 30,000 rupees and 50 or 60,000 rupees, then yes, sound quality is one thing you are compromising on if you have gone in for a slim TV. So should you consider buying a soundbar, and if yes, should you consider this JBL 2.1? Well, we're about to find out. Kicking things off with the build and design of the soundbar, it is well built. It has a metallic grille covering the front, protecting the drivers. At the bottom, it has 2 rubber feet which give it good grip when kept on a table. The front also houses the display, which is kind of LED callouts neatly hidden behind the metal grille. You can see the display. It is easy to read and gives basic information like the input source, volume level, pairing, and more. At the top, you have the rubber buttons which are on-off, volume control, and source. The buttons are big enough so you don't accidentally press the wrong one. They're clicky and well built. The bar does feel premium overall. The soundbar is 2.3 inches tall, which means that it should fit comfortably under most TVs, which are standing on a tabletop. The bar is black in color, looks minimalistic, and isn't distracting when placed below a TV. Coming to the subwoofer, it is wireless, which means that there is no physical connection between the soundbar and the subwoofer. It connects wirelessly when both the soundbar and the subwoofer are plugged in and powered on. There is a white light behind the sub which blinks when it is finding the connection and is solid when the connection is established. The subwoofer is downfiring and has a 6.5-inch bass driver. The subwoofer has 4 rubber feet holding it sturdy in one place. Overall, the build of the soundbar and the subwoofer is very good. It is minimalistic without any jazzy designs, which ensures it blends well with almost all TV setups. When it comes to connectivity, the soundbar has an aux input USB, Bluetooth, HDMI in for pass-through, and an HDMI out for ARC, which is audio return channel. Now, setting up the soundbar and the wireless subwoofer is really easy. You just plug both the respective units, the soundbar and the subwoofer, into a wall outlet, switch on the power, and the white light at the back of the subwoofer will indicate that it has synced. The white light will be constant. However, if it blinks, you can actually just press the button and sync it manually. Now, when it comes to the connectivity options, it's really nice to see the fact that you have an aux cable and an optical cable in the box. However, since a great feature on this soundbar is the ability to exploit HDMI ARC, which is the audio return channel, we wish an HDMI cable was also included in the box. Now, coming to the remote control, it is made of plastic and doesn't have the same premium feel found on the soundbar. It is lightweight and the buttons are rubbery with a clicky feel to them. The power and source buttons are easy to distinguish without having to look at the remote. The remote gives you access to a bunch of features such as audio sync, bass, sound mode, sound shift, surround, night mode, and more. There is also a dim display button which dims the display on the soundbar for a more immersive viewing experience. So overall, the remote control is functional, easy to use with one hand, and has a convenient layout. Now, when it comes to the actual performance, we tested this soundbar on multiple parameters through multiple input sources, and we're going to try to break that down for you. Now, let's kick things off with the fact that it has multiple inputs. So if you have music on a USB stick, you can do that. If your TV has a headphones out, which is a 3.5mm out, you can connect that to the soundbar as well, since it has an auxiliary input. If you have HDMI ARC, nothing like it, because that will give you the best performance overall. And of course, Bluetooth connectivity is also a part of this device. Now, we have broken down the performance into 3 parts, which is music, movies, and games. So let's get the worst out of the way. Now, if you're an audiophile, if you want something hardcore for music, then this soundbar may not be for you. Yes, if you like just the bass heavy tracks, then because of the subwoofer, you can get actually some really good bass out of this system. But if you are a true audiophile, if you want to hear every instrument, every cling, every clang of classical music, then you may want to look at something that is designed specifically for you, which is an audiophile. However, if you are looking for a one device suits all needs, and that includes movies and gamings and maybe a little less music, then yes, you can consider it, because when it comes to movies, this sounds absolutely fantastic. If you are going to watch some great action sequences and you're missing the punch of a subwoofer, the bangs while watching these movies, then yes, this soundbar can do great for you. However, the disadvantage comes with a channel separation or a good channel shift. So for example, if you're watching a movie or a TV show which has a plane that is swishing from the left to the right of the screen, the sound should actually come from the left of the soundbar first a lot more and then gradually shift to the right. So this kind of channel shift and channel separation is vividly absent. Now when it comes to gaming, this is also another place where the soundbar excels really, really well. Now if you are going to play games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, which have a lot of thump with the guns, you are going to enjoy the sound. However, if you are going to play online, then you might have a little bit of a problem when it comes to judging from which side the enemies are coming from. Of course, you can't expect a complete surround experience from this 2.1 soundbar. However, a little channel separation of the left and the right would have helped. Now, when it comes to the overall performance, when it comes to movies and games, you will definitely enjoy this, especially if you're someone that's coming straight up from a standard set of speakers that you get with your TV. However, you have to consider one thing when it comes to the verdict of this. You have fantastic audio output, especially when you're coming from a TV. You can enjoy games, you can enjoy movies. Music is, of course, a given, but if you're a dedicated music listener, you may want to consider your options. Now, for 20,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees in this price range, you have a lot of sound bars that come from Sony and Samsung, and of course, a lot of other manufacturers. You have a few Sony 5.1 systems also available, which is essentially the front two channels, the center channel, and the subwoofer are in a soundbar, and you have two separate rear speakers. You get that from Sony as well at the same price point. HDMI ARC is also something that's present in a lot of these systems. So yes, I would recommend you go to a store near you and experience these soundbars and home theaters before making a buying decision, because audio is something that's really subjective. Carry your own content with you on a pen drive. That will always help. However, for a budget of 25,000 rupees, if you have few HDMI ports on your TV with ARC and you want an extra HDMI input, which works great, so you can actually connect your Tata Sky or your gaming console or your Blu-ray player into the HDMI in of the soundbar and get ARC support through the HDMI out. It works really well. We have tried it. You can control everything with one remote, which is your TV remote, or the JBL remote that you get with the box. It is fantastic with one remote control. It works really well. So yes, for the price, you can consider it. However, JBL has its own soundbar and subwoofer setup, which we haven't actually tested. We want to in the next coming weeks, and we will try to, which allows 4K HDR pass-through. So if you're someone that has a 4K TV and is considering to buy a soundbar, we'd say hold your horses until we test a few which have HDMI ARC and HDMI pass-through for 4K support. So there you have it, guys. That was our review of the JBL 2.1 soundbar system. It is good for the price if you are coming from your old TV speakers. However, we strongly recommend you go to a showroom and listen to them yourself with your own content, so you have a better feel of what the audio sounds like. As always, you can let us know what you thought of this video in the comment section below. For more videos like this one, you can subscribe to our channel. And if you want any specific products reviewed, especially in the realm of home entertainment, soundbars, home theaters in a box, you can let us know. We will do our best to get that for you. We will catch you in another video. It's goodbye for now.